MotorWeek is made possible by RockAuto.com.
As the sport ute craze continues to expand, there is a definite change in what customers are demanding. Where once mid-size SUVs like this Jeep Grand Cherokee were hottest, more and more buyers are now demanding full-size machines. And for the 2000 model year, General Motors believes that it has all of the bigger bases covered with an all-new Chevy Tahoe and Suburban and GMC Yukon and Yukon XL. But with even bigger competitors entering the SUV ring, is GM's new full-size iron full-size enough? It's certainly big news, that is, because GM's latest full-size sport utes are far more advanced than before. The lineup over at Chevrolet includes the familiar Tahoe and Suburban, while GMC markets the Yukon and a Suburban kin now called the Yukon XL for extra long. All are based on GM's new full-size Silverado Sierra pickup platform, and all have a sleeker styling that, despite being evolutionary, makes the predecessors look old. Those smooth new lines conceal the fact that all variations are taller and wider than before. But GM resisted the temptation to grow their big new utes in length. They are actually a few fractions of an inch shorter than their 1999 counterparts. Nor do they take up as much pavement as their Ford Expedition and Excursion competition. Powertrain selection is built around the pickup's new Vortex series of small block pushrod V8s. Tahoe and Yukon start with the 4800 LR4. Displacing 4.8 liters, it drives 275 horsepower and 290 pound-feet of torque. Optional on Tahoe and Yukon and standard on 1500 Suburban and Yukon XL is the 5300 LM7. This 5.3-liter V8 rates 285 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque. On 2500 Burb and XLs is the big boy of the line, the 6000 LQ4. With a full 6 liters under its cylinder heads, it puts out 300 horsepower and 355 pound-feet of torque. All feed power through an electronically controlled 4-speed automatic transmission with a tow-haul mode for heavy trailering, and into either a 2-wheel drive system with or without electronic traction control or GM's AutoTrack on-demand 4-wheel drive system. The stiffer frame and substantially stronger body structure rides on a new independent front suspension, while the 2500 4x2 sports coil springs. All others use rugged torsion bars. Out back is a new 5-link system with coil springs and load leveling, except on the 2500 series Suburban and Yukon XL, which use 2-stage leaf springs. But the highlight of the new suspension is the available Auto Ride system. A first for a big SUV, Auto Ride uses real-time computer-controlled shock damping for a superb best-in-class ride, and contributes to excellent handling as well. It's lighter and more precise, though more steering feel is needed. The new suspension's improved maneuverability is obvious at high speeds on our test track and also in parking lots, as turning diameters are down substantially. Acceleration is also impressive. This Yukon XL with the 5.3-liter V8 clocked a 0 to 60 time of 9.4 seconds and a quarter mile of 17 seconds at 84 miles per hour. Acceleration is quick and smooth, as is braking. 4-wheel anti-lock equipped discs are standard. Stops from 60 average 133 feet with a solid, stable feel, as electronic proportioning kept the system nicely balanced. But for all the mechanical advancement, family buyers will be more concerned with the interior of these full-figured sport utes, an interior that offers more head, leg, and hip room than before, as well as the pickup's cleanly styled dash. Controls are large and well placed with standard front and rear air conditioning. Reduced step-in height makes it easier to reach our truck's softer yet more supportive front bucket seats. A bench seat is standard, as are side impact airbags. A split bench with adjustable back angle is standard in the second row, but the Suburban and Yukon XL can go with optional first-time bucket seats. Third row seating is now available on all models. Tahoe and Yukon have a versatile split version, but unfortunately only a solid bench is found in the Burb and Yukon XL. Cargo access is by way of twin doors or a new lightweight liftgate. Total cargo space is down slightly, but with the spare tire now mounted outside under the frame, GM says usable space is actually up. Tahoe and Yukon measure 16.3 to 108.2 cubic feet depending on seating, while the Suburban and Yukon XL can pack from 45.7 to 138.4 cubic feet. And despite being 7.4 inches shorter than the Ford Excursion, the Suburban and Yukon XL give up only 8 cubic feet of cargo room, yet can still carry more weight. The most important numbers, the prices, were not available as we went to air, but we expect Tahoe and Yukon prices to range from approximately $25,000 to $34,000. Expect the Suburban and Yukon XL to cost roughly $27,000 to $32,000. But all are dollars well spent, in our opinion. Long a fan of GM's biggest sport utes, we are now even more so. And while they are no longer the biggest of the big SUVs, they are still big and better enough in every way. In style, power, ride, handling, off-road abilities, and cargo versatility to easily handle anything else that comes down the full-size sport ute pike.